Welcome to another live session. All right. Hello, everyone. Let's see. Let's wait for some moments for others to join as well. So, welcome. Please let me know in the chat where you're joining us from. All right. Welcome. Hello, everyone. So, let me add that. Welcome to today's live. Welcome to today's session. Let's turn it off. It's much better now. So welcome once again. Let me know where you're joining us from. Oh. Hi Scoarts, how are you doing? Welcome to today's live session. Hello Success Gold. How are you doing today? Welcome. So happy to see everyone here today. I'm very excited because today we are going to be considering the video ideas that actually work. Even if you're just starting out, that is what we are going to be considering for today. So I wrote some of them down so that some tips that has helped me and that can help you too. So we'll be taking them one at a time so that we'll all learn together. So let me know in the chat, say hi so that we can see where you are joining us from, and you can also share with me any questions that you have. Let me know in the chat and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. So welcome once again. I hope today will be awesome, also awesome as other days. Of course it will be awesome. It will be Success Gold. So this space is not just for laughs and skits, all right? It is for growth, it's for confidence and connection. And today we are going to be talking about something that every creator needs, which are content ideas. I'm always eager to learn from you. I'm very happy to know that this live series is going to help each and every one of you that wants to become a YouTube creator, because that is what I want for you. So today we're going to be talking about content ideas that actually work. And this is especially good for you if you are just starting out. This is very informative. If you are unsure of what to post or if you feel stuck. So this is very useful for you if you are in any of these categories. So if you have any questions, let me know in the chat. I'll read them out and we'll solve them together. So I want this live to feel like you're sitting right here beside me, even though it's virtually. So I want it to be like you're right here, face to face, talking with no pressure, no filter, just vibes and sharing values that work. So you can grab your water, grab your notebook, because it's very important. Grab your notebook and let's dive in to how to get content ideas that actually work. All right. So the first thing I'm going to do is to share with you something that is the truth, the honest truth. Now, content creation is not something that is always easy. Sometimes it will feel like you are posting and nobody is watching. Sometimes you are scrolling through other people's pages and you are like, it's like they figured it all out and I'm just here, I'm guessing. And then you check the views are low, but you check their views and it seems to be rising every moment. And you are like thinking, am I doing something wrong? Is there something I'm not adding to my content that is making people to not watch? So here is the truth. Everybody starts from somewhere. Before the views come, before the likes come, what matters most is the courage to create. And the content you are creating, it does not have to be perfect. All right? It does not have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be a viral video. It just needs to be something that contains these three C's. The three C's are courage, consistency, and creativity. These three C's, once you have them, is going to help you in your content creation journey. So what I'm going to share with you today is not just some random video ideas like follow the trending videos. No, no, no. I'm not going to tell you that. What I'm going to share with you are ideas that have power, ideas with power, ideas that can grow your page, ideas that can make you to grow not just as a part-time content creator, but to help you grow as a full-time content creator if you plan to be. Ideas that will help you to thrive. That is what I'm going to be sharing with you today. All right, now here are 10 video ideas. I wrote them down last night so that I will not forget any of them. I wrote them down so that we'll be able to analyze each and every one of them step by step, brick by brick, one by one. All right, so if you are joining us, also say hi. I would love to give you a shout out. And for those who are joining, love you all, and let's stay tuned while we consider these video ideas that actually work. Now, the first one that we have is based on the kind of niche. We've already explained what niche is, and we've also explained you don't need any expensive equipment to do any of these video ideas. All right, so I wrote them down based on, also based on other perspectives, like if you're into fashion, if you're into lifestyle, if you are into comedy skits, all of those I wrote them down, so it's more of a shuffle, but these video ideas can actually help you to get started. So the first one is something like a POV. You are the main character in class. This is the first idea we have. A POV, you are the main character in class. So it's, this is the idea. You could think of it, it's relatable. Now, skits like this, they go viral because everybody sees themselves in this category. You are the main character in class. So this could be like a relatable setup and setting where you make a skit of you being the main character in the class. It could be what happens around you in school. You could make that as a short form video. And then we have yet another one, which is what people love to see. A day in my life as a small content creator. Now this one, people love seeing the real you. Hi, Yoslita Mod Yusuf. I hope I got it right. Hello, welcome. Welcome to our live. So a day in my life as a small creator, people love seeing this because it brings out the real you. They get to see the behind the scenes, even if it's just chill, just nothing really special. You just show them the real you, the you. You don't need to make any expensive scenes. You just have to be the real you. People love seeing that. So that is the second video idea that I wrote down. And then we have yet another one, which are teens only. All right, now this one could be in the format of storytelling. It could be in the format of acting. If you love acting, you will definitely love this part. So you can be both characters. You could use voiceovers, you could use real dialogue. That means you could be speaking out loud, or voiceover means your voice is being heard, but the video, you know that the person is not talking on the video, but you can hear it. That's like voiceover. All right, so you could do that because a lot of people love these things that teens only best friends understand. Because if you have a best friend or a friend, you'll be able to relate to these, and that will be the start of your building of a community, things that people can relate to. You could also go with that as well. And one of the good thing about this thing is that you don't need to be waiting until you have an expensive camera. Using your phone in a particular place, you are acting as the main character. You know how main character is when you go to school, you look around, you talk to friends, things that happen around you, just show them. They love see people love seeing themselves, and they're like, oh yes, I can relate to that. I also do carry my bags to school. I also things that they can relate to is what people love to see. And then we have the day in the life as a content creator, as a small content creator. People also love that as well. So you do not need to shy away or think, what if this is not for me? It is for you. You don't need to be afraid about any of these things. All right. Now, the fourth one, the video ideas that have power and that can help you as is three things I wish I knew before posting on YouTube. Now, this is more like an educational level. You could share beginner lessons, things that has helped you, and you could just talk directly to the camera as if you're talking to your friend. This could help anyone who wants to start content creation on YouTube to be able to see that, oh, you've also been through this. I can learn from you. Since you're sharing the tips with me, I can learn from you to see how I can thrive. All right? And then you could also try out yet another video idea, which is when motivation disappears. You are beautiful. Thank you very much, Langton Yanga. I hope I got it right. Thank you so much. I'm also happy you agree. Use liter. Use liter. I hope I'm getting it right. I'm sorry if I'm not able to spell it, pronounce it well. I'm so sorry. Thank you so much. I'm happy you're enjoying this live. So you could also share that when motivation disappears. Now you could just film this like you're in a lazy moment, you don't feel like posting. You could be lying on your couch, lying on your bed, and then you could add like a funny voice or a serious message. What this brings is this raw vibe. There's no filter, it's just raw. And it's relatable because a lot of people will be like, especially those who are still trying to get started as a content creator, they could be seeing these videos and say, okay, I love the way you are real. I think I can relate to that. You want to be a content creator, but your mom says you are too young, you are 16. All right, no problem. The tips that you're learning, once your mom agrees that you're of age, the tips you are learning here would also help you out to get started. So definitely the tips I'm sharing with you, as you're learning about it, no knowledge is wasted. When you're of age or when your mom agrees, she'll definitely allow you to go through with it. And with the knowledge that you have here, it will help you out. All right? Thank you so much, Joseph Paul. Thank you so much. You look beautiful. Thank you so much. You're also amazing. So I've shared at least 5. Yes, I've ticked that one. When motivation disappears is the 5th tip video idea I've shared with you. Now here is one that definitely people can relate to. Expectation versus reality. Me trying to be a YouTuber. All right? Now you could give like funny contrast videos, and it's great for shorts. All right? Funny contrast videos, you are trying to be a YouTuber, you know, the imagination that you have, you bring those ideas to life. You have the phone. How is family? Thank you for asking. Everyone is fine. Joseph Paul, thanks so much for asking. How about you? How is everyone doing on your side? Thank you so much for asking. So this expectation versus reality, a lot of people can relate to it. You could just show funny contrast videos. Maybe you started January 1st and decided to make videos. Just bring all those ideas to life. Funny contrast videos between what I'm expecting versus the reality. People will relate to that. All right? People will relate to that kind of video. They would love it because it helps them to see themselves in what you are showcasing. They'll be like, yes, I can relate to that. I also want to be a YouTuber. I want to be a content creator. I can relate to that content that I'm seeing on your channel, I can relate to that. And with that, you start to build a community of people who love your work. So now you could add, for those who love to make dancing videos or transition videos, you could also make ones like no talking, just vibes. You could add music, you could add movements, you could show your dancing skills. If you love dancing, just let your energy shine. All right, all these ideas you have, you can bring them to life. It is possible to do that. And you could also act this part. We've had a lot. One content creator made if fruits were a person. You could make one like if confidence was a person. If confidence was a person, this would call for acting challenge. If you love acting, you would definitely love to go for this part. Acting challenge, you also need to change outfits. You could also lip sync. You could go bold. You don't need to be afraid. So sometimes in your acting skills, you could exaggerate a bit. Like the one I watched, if fruits were a person, I really love the way the content creator was able to mix fruits of apple, pineapple, watermelon, blueberry, blackberry. He made everything to look as though he were those fruits. So you could make it to be as though you are confidence. If your name is confidence, that would be like pun intended. But if you could make it to be as though if confidence were a person, you could just act it out. How confidence is supposed to be, you could just do a bit of research on it. And then you post it. Don't be afraid of posting it. There are people that definitely would love your videos. And if you are into skincare, if you are into DIY routine, if you love fashion, remember I said these tips, it is based on the niche that I explained last time. I brought out all these ideas that can help you. So not just in comedy, we've also seen the dancing part. Now, if you are into skincare, you could give something like this: my skincare, or my fashion, or my DIY routine. You could do this, for instance, my skincare routine beginner edition. So in this part, you could show your versions of trend. You don't need to be an expert, all right? You could just show it. If it's a skincare, how you apply your makeup. It could be simple and light. You could just showcase how you add your lipstick, your eye pencil, and the eyeliner, all those things, the blush. It doesn't have to be expensive, all right? You just need to be you. If it's a fashion, you could just showcase your outfits of the day. If it's a DIY routine, if you know how to blend or make cream, or how you go about with your skincare routine, you could just showcase it. Just showcase it in the video, and you could go about it. Now, if you're someone that loves making not just one video, but you want it to be like in form of series, you could do voiceover diaries. Voiceover diaries, it could be for the theme, what I don't post but feel. Now here it's more like emotional. It could be emotional, it could be funny, depending on how your voice carries the story. If you hear diaries, it means more like your story. If you have a diary at home, you would understand, like your story, but you are now sharing it with others when you include the voiceover. So voiceover diaries, what I don't post but feel. It could be a funny video, it could be emotional, but something that people can relate to. So that goes for the 10 video ideas. I've written them down, and check for the 10th one. So when you are making these videos, you don't need to copy the ideas word for word, all right? These ideas that I shared with you, they were to inspire you to know what you can create. And based on this 10 that I've shared with you, you'll be able to have ideas flowing already. So you can add your flavor, add your expression, add your truth. That's what makes people to connect. Make it to be that it is you that made it, that you are the one that made it. It is your video. All right. Now let's turn to what kind of content do you want to create? Let's turn it around. What kind of content do you want to create? Thanks for the tips. You're welcome, Success Gold. Now, what kind of content do you want to create? Let me know in the chat. All right. And also let me know what's that idea that you've been keeping in your head, but because you are being scared that it will not be perfect, you've not brought it to life, you've not acted it out. Drop it in the chat. You could write it down right now, because the next big step that you're going to take is to bring that idea to life. So write it down. Even if no one is watching you yet, you are watching yourself, and that is what matters. So let me know in the chat. Let's give it some time to know exactly what it is that you want to create. What kind of content? Is it skincare? Is it beauty? Is it fashion? Is it what else? Comedy skits? Is it a day in my life moment? What is it? Is it voiceover diaries? Let me know. What's that idea that you have in your mind that you would like to share, but because you're being scared that it's not perfect, you don't want to go forward with it? Let me know in the chat. I would love to read them out, so that we'll be able to see how we can break through with all of that and then get started already. So let me know what it is. You don't need to be afraid, all right? So this is what it is. Let me check through the chats just so that I'll not miss anyone. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I appreciate it so much. All right. So I've already given a shout out. Right. Okay. I don't want to miss anyone. I don't want to miss anyone. That's why I'm checking through with it. Okay. So now, while we wait for others to write their comments in the chat, let's go over to the other tips that can help you as a content creator on YouTube. Oh, wait. There's someone that just commented in the chat. But I don't feel anyone would listen to me. Well, being afraid is normal, all right? You don't need to let that fear get to you, okay? Even if it is that you're afraid that people would laugh at you because of the videos, or you feel that you're not good enough in those videos, just make the videos. Because these video ideas that I shared with you, if you look at all the content creators that you love to watch, most of them at first did not have the courage to post. But the moment they just gather that courage to post as well, you've seen it already for yourself, the result, the outcome of it all. How people are liking their content. The very first video that drops, you see how people rush to their content. Now, if you're afraid and let the fear get to you, what if your capability to do it, what if it just gets suppressed because of that fear? Just post it. Give it a try. Give it a shot. Don't let it get to you. People will listen to you, all right? So don't let that get to you. They will definitely listen. So don't wait for it to be that I'm not sure people would watch me. People will definitely watch, all right? We have like 8 billion people in this world. There will be definitely someone, even if it's 100,000 people that are scattered around the globe, they would want to watch the video. Hi, what's up? What's going? Bless Victor. I'm watching you from United States of America. Hello, Bless Victor. How are you? Okay. Okay, here's another question. What if I make videos and the views are too few, like few? What should I do to get more views? Well, sometimes one of the challenges that content creators face are the low views. So when you come across low views, sometimes you could check the analytics to know what it is that caused it. In some cases, it could be the timing in which you post it. Normally, I tend to look at my posting schedule as though it is a market. There's a time that you see a lot of people are online, so you could also adopt that. When you notice, we have that in the YouTube analytics as well. Yeah, there's a time when people are online. It is right there. It will show it to you, although it's not like a guarantee, but it will give you an idea to know when people are online, so that you can post your videos during those schedules. Or you could just think for a moment, if I were to go online, what time would I want to be online to watch a video? If you check and see from other videos when people are posting, you could give you an idea of when to post. But nonetheless, you could just check the analytics. And another thing is to remain consistent. All right, remaining consistent will help you no matter what. Even if the views are low, those views that are low, sometimes at first it will be low, but later on they skyrocket. Those views, they skyrocket. So the low views is a challenge to some creators, but in time you can be able to thrive despite those low views. So just keep posting, and the timing that you used to post, check it out. You could post on different days, on different times, and see which one would work for you. Hopefully that answers your question. All right, see, hopefully I'm not missing any other person. Okay, all right. That's for that. So now that we don't have any other questions, if you still have more, let me know in the chat. If you have any other questions to ask, let me know, and I'll be happy to reply. Thank you. You're welcome, Scoarts. I'm glad you're enjoying the tips that we're sharing here. Thanks for the explanation. You're very much welcome. Now, this is the part that nobody teaches, all right? The video ideas that you have, this is the part that nobody teaches. The video ideas that you are having, they lead you to your voice. Now, the more you try, based on the content that you are trying to make, the more you try, based on the time that you give it. Today, it could be 9 o'clock in the morning. Tomorrow, it could be 12 in the afternoon. The timing, when you check which one works for you, the more you try, the more you then realize that what makes you laugh. For me, it's relatable videos. So what makes you laugh? Then what makes you feel proud of those videos? You'll be able to figure it out. Now, what makes people to comment, oh my gosh, that is so me? You'll be able to figure out those videos that make you to get those reactions. And you don't need to wait until you've got it all figured out. You don't need to wait to find your style. You can create to find that style. The ideas I've given you today, you don't need to just say, okay, since I said voiceover diaries, it must be voiceover diaries. If you feel that it is making it to be, you are talking the way I'm talking, instead of making it to be voiceover, but I'm just telling you a day in my life, you could just do that as well. It doesn't have to be exactly the way I gave it. These ideas are to give you inspiration, to inspire you to find your content ideas. All right? So, your ideas, you can imagine them being seeds. Seeds that when you plant them, water them, they will grow. Even if it's a slow growth, it will grow, and in time it becomes a majestic tree. So don't wait to be finding your style, because if you keep waiting until you've gotten it all figured out, it's going to take a while. So create to find that style, create that style that you want. If you want to start making skincare routines, start with the ones that you're currently using. Show it on the screen, turn on the camera, open the cream. Yeah, it's the cream. Show how you scoop this cream, the way you do it on a normal basis, on a daily routine. Show how you go about it. If it's a makeup routine, show how you apply your eye pencil. Show how you apply the blush, the lipstick. showcase it online, make it a video, all right, and then post it. These are video ideas that can thrive, all right. The growth may be small, but it will thrive. Now, what if someone asks in the comments or in the chat, you may be wondering, I would love to make videos, but I'm not sure. You've already seen, even if you are not sure, you've already seen the tips that I've shared with you. Just implement them, try them out. Don't let anything get to you. Do it. You can be able to go about it. All right. The video ideas, I've given 10 of them. The best part about it all is that you don't need any expensive equipment. The way I'm holding my phone, you could hold your phone. You don't need a tripod. The last video live stream I showed with you, I said you could just look for a nice background. If it's on the Windows side, normally Windows have these curved areas. You could just keep your phone. Just make sure it doesn't fall off, all right? Just keep your phone. I sometimes do it, all right? What if I go into making cookery videos? What kind of food should I do? Is it African food or must it be Oyibo food? You could cook the ones that you love to make, all right? Videos that you love to make. When people see that it's something you love, they'll be able to relate to that. You will see people that will support you because of that. You could make videos that you love. If it's a meal that you love, if it's more like showcasing how to make simple gari, you could showcase it. You pour the water in the gari, you rinse the first part if you love rinsing gari. Then you pour the second one. You could add sugar, add your granite, add the milk if you want to add milk, add the sugar, mix it up and show how you're drinking it. You would definitely find someone that will be like, oh, I can't remember the last time I saw a video like this. Oh, I relate to that. Or you could find someone that would say something like, I just finished drinking Gary and I'm seeing this video. Are you watching me? Something like that. So all of these, it will help people to know that you are the real you. You are not faking anything. You are being real. All right? So the videos that I've given to you, the video ideas, I'm just going to give it like a brief summary of what I've shared with you today. All right? The first one is you are the main character in class. We've said it's a relatable video. Skits that like this, they tend to go viral because people see themselves in it. People can relate to it, all right? Especially now that summer school is starting, you see some people that will still relate to it. When school resumes, you still see people that relate to it. So these videos, they tend to go viral. Now, even if your own does not go viral, keep on posting. Keep on making the videos. It will definitely grow one day. All right? And then the next video idea I shared with you was a day in my life as a small creator. Yeah. This one, you could share it. It could be a day in my life vlog. It doesn't have to be 10 minutes before you make it to be a video. Thanks for the encouragement. You are welcome, Success Gold. It doesn't have to be a 10-minute video before you get started, all right? It could be a video that is 2 minutes long. 2 minutes long because yes, you could show when you are brushing your teeth, when you are drinking water, when you are eating your meal. It doesn't have to be 10 minutes long before you say, yes, I have made a video. Or it could be under 60 seconds short, all right? Just show when you are eating, when you are sleeping. You could make part 1, part 2. You could make like a 3-minute video. Then you could just make it to be, okay, this 3-minute video, I'm showing you what I did in the morning. So I break it into part 1, part 2. You could make morning routine, afternoon routine, evening routine. Those are 3 videos that you have made. All right, from just one video ideas, you've made it into 3 videos that you can post. Hello, Bello Miriam Olaitan. Thanks for subbing. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Okay, so you could just do it like that. A day in my life as a small creator. Even if it's just you drinking Gary, don't overthink it. It could be my morning routine, my afternoon routine, my evening routine. Just show them the you. You don't need to fake it at all. What you love to do, just showcase it. All right. And then we have another one, when motivation disappears. This could be in the format of you just lying on your couch, on your chair, on your bed, just lying down. And in this case, you could just add a funny voice or a serious message. It could be a text overlay, like text on screen. The text will be on screen. You could write something there. When you write it, it could be something like, when motivation disappears and I don't feel like posting. That is a text on screen. Now, if you make it, you add some background music, some soft background music, depending on your vibe, the vibe that you want to show. People that relate to that will definitely come on your comments and be like, wow, I also feel like that. Sometimes this content creator journey is not easy. You will see people that would actually relate to that video that you've posted. All right. And then I mentioned another one, that teens only best friends understand. You can do storytelling for this part. I mentioned it. It could be acting. You can be both characters. You can be two friends. You could be acting as one character. You could even change clothes. Like, it could be, for instance, I'm wearing this clothes, this dark clothes. Then I could wear another one that is blue in color. So I could act out me as a friend, then I could act out another as a friend. You could do things only best friends understand. It could be eye contact. It could be using of Gen Z words, things like IDK, I don't know, all of those things. You could just share it. You could use voiceover, or you could actually make it to be real dialogue of you talking the way I'm talking right now. So you could make this video as well. This is another video idea I shared with you. Now, I mentioned the fifth one, which was very, very important. Things, 3 things I wish I knew before posting on YouTube. Now, this one, it could be educational level. You're teaching people, sharing with them your beginner lessons, what helped you, the mistakes you made. Now, when you're sharing this, you're talking directly to the camera, the way I'm talking directly to the camera. When you are sharing these tips with people, you will find those that will say, yes, thank you for sharing this. I also made this mistake. Or, oh, thank you for telling me this. I would have made this mistake as well. People will be able to relate to that. When they're able to relate to that, they will say, wait, I've seen this video. Let me see the other videos you are making. And as if you are making more videos like that, they would see more content that you have been uploading. And before you know it, they want to join your community as well. So videos like these 5 that I've shared with you will also help you to be able to thrive in your YouTube content creator journey. Now, you could make a no talking, just vibes if you're someone that loves dancing, or you could make it like this aesthetic style. If you're someone that just loves dancing, you could add music. If you love dancing to the latest trends, you could add movements. Let that vibe shine. Let the energy come off and shine through. Now, speaking of the energy, we have yet another video idea I shared with you, which was, if confidence was a person. If confidence were a person, all right? If it were a person, you could make it to be like an acting challenge. If you love acting, this would definitely work for you. If you fancy the idea of acting, you could also do it. When we say acting, you could exaggerate sometimes in your movements, how you move, how you talk. You could exaggerate. It's acting, all right? You could even change your outfits in this area. You could lip sync. Just go bold. Don't be afraid. Go bold. Be you, all right? You could go and do this if confidence were a person. I mentioned the guy that made if fruit were a person. I really loved the way he brought that idea to life. He must have had that idea. He brought it to life. He made for fruits. He started with apple, then orange. This it's not like a competition, but sometimes some people will say the opposite of apple is orange. It's not that they said it, it's just they have this kind of competition between them. So he showcased that video, the competition between apple and orange. all of a sudden strawberry came to the show, blueberry came, then blackberry came, and blackberry they were like, you are known for phones, and blackberry says, what about apple? Apple is known for phones. You know, he brought it to life as though those fruits were actually talking, and those were just ideas that he must have had, but he brought it to life and people could laugh because it made them to feel like, yeah, this is really stress relieving. I love these videos. All right, and then you could showcase yet another video idea that I shared. If you are into skincare or fashion or DIY stuffs, you could showcase your routine. You could make it beginner edition. You don't need to be an expert, just show your version of trends. If it's the latest style on how to do the eye pencil, you could showcase it. If it's the latest style on how to mix lip combo, lipstick style, you could showcase it as well. All right, it doesn't have to be 10 minutes long, just showcase it and then edit the parts that you want to edit, and boom, you've gotten your video. Just hit the post button, add a nice caption, and then post. All right, so we even have the 10th one, which is the voiceover diaries. What I don't post but feel. This one could be a funny video, it could be emotional. Just make sure that your voice is what carries the story. You could make it, if you're someone that loves to make tell stories, all right, you could just make it out, tell the story in form of a diary. You could say, today I went to school, or if you're allowed to do so, or you could say, today I went to the park nearby, or I went to the market, I bought this, I bought that, I decided that I was going to make this recipe of meal, I decided that I was going to do that. Is a voiceover diary that you're making. A diary meaning a story that you are writing down, that you are sharing with others, that you can share your story with others so that they can also look at it and say, wow, that I love this style, I love your way of making videos, I can relate to that. I went to the market, I wanted to buy this fruit, but I changed my mind. Things that people love and that you love, it's also important that it has to be something that you love as well. All right, so if you've also asked in the chat questions, I would like to check it out so that I will not be missing anybody's question. All right, so let me just quickly check it out. If you have any questions, let me know in the chat. All right, so that I'll be able to reply. If you are watching the replay, you could also ask in the comments. Don't be afraid, just ask in the comments and I'll reply based on what we've learned today. If you have any questions so far, just reply and let me know. Okay, so when you are making the videos, make the videos that make you laugh, videos that make you feel proud, and videos that make people to be commenting, oh yes, that is me, I love that kind of video. So go ahead and create videos like that, videos that make you feel like, yes, this is something I love, this is what I love to create. Yes, go ahead and make it. Now, the whole purpose of this live series that you've been seeing is not just for talking sake. I want to share what I have learned so far, to share it with you live, so that we can be interacting live. So I don't want to just be a content creator that entertains. Already I'm a content creator, I entertain people. I also want to be someone that helps others, someone that helps others to believe in themselves, to believe that their ideas can actually thrive. That is why I started this live series, so that someone who is out there watching this video right now thinking, is it possible? Can I do this? The answer to that question that you may be having is yes. Yes, you can. And you should. All right? Don't let fear get in the way. You can do it, and you definitely should do it as well. Okay? So what we're building is not just a channel. I'm not just building a channel. I want to build a home, a community, a place where you can learn, a place where you can laugh, a place where you can grow as a content creator here on YouTube. So I'll be sharing these tips with you. Today we have seen video ideas that actually work. Even if you are a beginner, there are video ideas that actually work, and I've shared it with you today. Okay? And hopefully I'm not missing any questions so far. All right. Thanks. You make content creation very simple. I'm very happy that you are enjoying this session that we are having. Really, really happy to know that. All right. So now that we have considered all of these, the next step is what should I do next? Should I get started? I've already shared some tips. You don't need to have this tripod. What I do, I lean my phone on a window. All right, thank you. You have. I'm very happy that you also have enjoyed that as well. Bello, Mariam. So, sorry about that. It tripped off. So, if you are starting out and you are thinking, how do I go about it? You could use a window. Okay, the window can help you to be able to um film your content. All right, you could film from the window. There, every window always has this slanted side. You could just put your camera like so, or just lean it on anything that is leanable. Just a second, like this. You could just lean it like this. Just make sure it's straight and make sure it doesn't fall. Make sure it doesn't fall. So you could just put something soft like a pillow down, so that if it's to fall, it should fall on the pillow. All right, I want to start content. Oh, I'm just seeing this. I'm so sorry, I didn't read it all. I want to start content creator, but I don't know creation, but I don't know how to start and where to start from. All right, that is the purpose of this live series, to help everyone that wants to get started from the beginning, even if you're just starting out. So if you just hold on to it like so, you could just film your video. Now if you have to film a video, it's always best to make sure that if the head, I watched one video on how to place text. In some videos they place the text over the head. If you want to place it at the center, you place it. It should not block your movement. So you could place it at the center like so, or you could place it at the head, but don't place it down below, because you should imagine the way you watch videos. What attracts you is either the videos that have text overhead, that is the one that is very popular, or text that is from, there's a way she mentioned the angle, like from the shoulder part to the other shoulder part. Just make sure it doesn't block everything, like the whole video. Just make sure it's from shoulder to the other part. And she also showed the kind of fonts to use when making a video. You could use classic, you could use bold. Just make sure it's not a color that clashes. Basically, people use black and white. It could be the white background and a black text. All right, so all of that, you could also do that as well if you are making a video. So I'm hoping that I'm not missing any questions. I've already answered that question on how to start the content creation. Even if you don't know where to start, the first thing you need to do is to find the niche. It doesn't have to be a specific niche. All right, just find the niche that you want to. It depends on what content you make. Yes, different content calls for different ideas, video ideas. That is why I mentioned 10 of them. I say you don't need to be following them word for word. It doesn't have to be copied word for word. They are just meant to give you ideas. So it also depends on the videos the content that you want to make. If you are making on health, you will need to use nature. If it's leaves, if it's herbal teas, if it's finding leaves, showing how it helps for people, you could go about with that. And then we have, if you are into photography, you could tell the kind of tips that can help for the videos, how to make a video to look high quality. And later on, and when you get better, you can use a camera. Of course, when you get better and when you've been able to save for the camera, then you can use camera. The mega box, yes, that's a very fantastic tip that you've shared. Once you've gotten better, you could then use a camera, but for starters you could just use your phone. You don't need to wait until you have this expensive camera. Just start with your phone. All right, once you're able to start with the phone, then you can go on making the videos, and later on you can now get the camera. So let me check through here. Hopefully I will not missing anything. Let me check. Quick check. All right, so in the chat I've checked through with all of them. Let's show all comments. All right, so I've already answered that question that you've asked, Bello, Mariam, or Laitan. So if you are starting up, if you still have any questions, let me know. All right, so that you can be able to get the most out of today's live. If you are watching the replay, let me know. You could just tell me in the chat where you're watching from, and any questions you have, I'll be sure to reply as soon as possible. All right. Hello, Karabu, Berlina, Mapanga. Hi, welcome to our live. Thanks for joining. I appreciate it. So the content that you make, you first of all need to bring it out. Is it health? Is it photography? Is it cooking? In cooking, it could be preparing of the meals. If it's food vlog, it's showcasing how you prepare the food. If it's mukbang, you could show how to make how you eat the meals, how you go about it. And I really do love those mukbangs, how they chew the food. I also love that as well. So you could also make that as well. Okay. First things first, it's good to know which niche to get started with. Can you be my tutor in content creation? Of course, I'm a tutor already. I'm showing you what I'm learning online, so I can be a tutor for you depending on the niche that you are. So you have to first of all figure out which niche it is that you want to go into. So when you figure out the niche that you want to go into, then it will be easier for you, especially since some mentioned that they want to start but they don't know where to start from. So if you are able to figure out what content you want to make, then possibly yes. But that's why I'm sharing it in this live, so that it will be easier for everyone to follow along. Okay, once you are able to figure out what niche it is, what kind of videos do you want to make? When people come to your channel, what kind of videos do they want to see? That's what we mean by niche. I want to break it down so that you'll be able to understand it. But this is a term that is used in content creation. All right. As a starter, please, do I need to employ a cameraman before I can venture into creating content that can attract many viewers? As a starter, you don't need to employ any cameraman. You could be the cameraman, okay? If you want to go and get a cameraman, you don't really need to have it, especially if you're starting. Just find good lighting. You could use the window light. If you have a ring light, that's if you have a ring light, you could use it. If not, just use the window light. You could make it outdoor. All right, make sure the lighting is good, and then place your camera. I've already shown how to do it. Just place it on a stand. It doesn't have to be a tripod stand. You could use anything to back it up, and then you start filming the content like so, like this. So you don't have to wait until you get a cameraman before you start filming content. All right, hopefully that answers your questions. I also hope that I've answered every other person's questions. So that is for today. We've seen already how to make video ideas that actually work even if you're starting out. If you have any questions whatsoever, let me know in the comments. If you're watching the replay, if you are still watching the live, you can still ask. We still have a few more minutes to go. So if you feel that, I hope I've not missed anybody's questions, because I don't want to miss anyone. It will be kind of awkward to miss. You've made content creation very simple. Thanks a lot. I'm happy to know that you appreciated it as well. Don't worry. At first, it may look as though you may not know exactly what to post, but in time, you'll be able to understand what part you want to go for, and then you can get started with it. Hi WM, hi, welcome to the live, welcome. I really appreciate it. So the tips that I'm sharing here hopefully will help everyone to be able to learn more about content creation, and it will also help you to be able to get started, and what is more, you'll be able to feel more confident. So if during this life you found one video idea, or you figured out a moment into this life that has helped you, be it in the videos or in the comments, that the questions that have been asked in the comments, if you feel that any of it has helped you today, please give this a like. You could drop a comment below if you're watching the replay, and hit subscribe. Next episode, we are going to be diving into something real. How to handle fear, because a lot of people are going through that fear. Like when you are wondering, what if people don't like my videos? I don't know if it would turn out to be a success. How to also handle hate and burnout as a creator, because growth is not just about views. It's also about how you take care of your mind, your heart, and how you keep on showing up for your dreams. So that is what we are going to be handling in the next live stream. All right. So thank you all so much for joining. I really appreciate it all. I appreciate everyone's contribution to today's live. Thank you all so much for joining in. If you have any questions that you want to ask, whether you are a beginner or you are already into content creation, or you just feel stuck in any way, let me know in the comments, because this replay, I'm going to save the replay so that even if you were not able to meet with the video live, you'll be able to see it and learn from it as well, because I want to share information with people. What has helped me, I want to share it with others. That is what I'm building now in this live stream. I want to share what I've learned so far, starting from how I began as a content creator, and now we've already considered video ideas that can help you as a content creator, and that actually work, not just to follow the trending videos, you go viral. No, that's not what I'm sharing. I'm sharing with you things that actually work, that can help your channel to grow. All right. And even if you're starting out, you don't need to feel that, no, I must be an expert to begin. You don't need to be an expert to begin. Okay, these tips I'm sharing with you, the way I've explained it, it's to help you even if you don't have any idea of content creation. The way I've explained it with regards to how you film, it can help you to be able to get started as a content creator here on YouTube. All right. And I've also shared with you today the video ideas, about 10 of them. So the next live stream, it's about how to handle fear, how to handle hate, how to handle burnout, because these things really do affect even the big content creators you see. It also affects them. So how do you handle this so that it doesn't get to you and then ruin your mind or your heart? How do you handle it? How do you take care of your mind? How do you take care of your heart? How do you take care of your inspirations? How to not let it to be burned out? Those are what I'm going to be sharing with you in the next live stream. So if you are watching this video, please give me a thumbs up. Please drop a comment. then hit the like and the subscribe button and click on the notification bell so that when the next live is showing, you'll be among the first to join and you'll be able to be notified about the videos. Thanks a lot for imparting more knowledge today. I'm really happy that you enjoyed today's session. Success Gold. Hello, Ivan Kuvas. Hello, how are you doing? Thank you so much. I love you all. Thank you so much for spending this hour with me. Keep filming, keep being you, and do not let those dreams die, because those for watching, and I'll see you in the next live. I'll share it in the community tab. Hopefully this live stream, I'll share it with you so that you also see it. And for the next live, I would let you know coming up so that you can also be preparing your schedule and then you'll be able to see it. Hello, Bethel Bella. Hello. Thanks for joining today's live, and I'll see you all in the next one. Till then, have a wonderful day. I hope to watch more of your videos. I also hope to see you all in my live streams the way I've seen it today. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate your support and contributions to this live stream, everyone. Thank you all so much. Bye. Have a wonderful day. Till next time. Mwah.